What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Novabreak. I am Limitsbreak, and today we are doing a Black Bolt tier list. Notice how I didn't say Black Bolt and White Flare. I actually tried that. Tried to rapid fire however many cards that is. It's a lot. I don't know, but it was insufferable. So I'm actually going to separate the tier list into two separate videos like I probably should have done to begin with. But I am still going to kind of rapid fire these as I go. Now, of course, keep in mind before you close out on this video that this is my opinion, and you can instantly hate me on the first card. That is fine, but it's just an opinion. I'm basing it off of either the Pokemon itself or the artwork or a combination of both. So, you know, don't take it too serious, okay, pal? All right, rapid fire Black Bolt tier list starts now. We have Snivy, super nice. Seviper is nice. The monkeys are all terrible. It's not even up for debate. Petalil's okay. Lilligant is nice. Maractus is okay. Carablast, I would say, is actually pretty good. Fungus, these are cards, and Amoonguss are okay. Darumaka is bad. Not monkey bad, but it's definitely up there. And then Larvesta, I would say, is good. Volcarona is okay. Monkeys are terrible. Automatic. Tabulb is... it's okay. It's not bad. Palpitoad is... I would say it's okay. The evolution, Shinji Kanda cooked. Of course, everybody knows this. This card is stupid expensive, but it's not going to earn it like some goated tier. It's a good card. I do like it. The turtle down here is, I would say, is also a good card. The evolution, not so much. Aloma Loma is terrible. Get that card out of here. Cubchoo is kind of bad, and Beartic, I'd say, is maybe a small improvement. Crygonal, also kind of bad. Then Emolga, I know some people are already ready. They're just clicking off. They're like, dude, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Fuck off. Fuck off, asshole. I don't even know what this Pokemon's called. To me, it's just bad. And then its second evolution, though, I'd say is actually a pretty good card. I do like the artwork on that. And then the final evolution is okay. Nothing too crazy. Then we have the back-to-back aborted fetus and evolution, which I would say they're just not it. It's just not it. Now, Solosis and Duosion, both of these cards are actually good to me. Really like them. Elgym and this whole evolution line, though, to me is pretty bad. Up until these two cards here. I'm sorry. Are they part of the same evolution? Forgive me. Black and White is a generation I may have kind of skipped, and I need to go back and play. So I'm not... There are some gaps in my knowledge. Just a little bit. But I'm going to say I do like this card. I actually think this one is good. And then the evolution is okay. I like the atmosphere of the previous card shown. Now I'm going to have to start scrolling down a little bit so we can actually see these. We got Drillbur here, which I think is a pretty good card. Timber, I actually think is pretty good as well. However, its evolutions are like okay at best. Sock is terrible and a Pokemon that probably shouldn't exist, if I'm being honest with you. Dweeble is okay. Crustle, though, however, is kind of bad. And then we have Landorus here, which I think is... it's a nice card. I think it's pretty solid, I would say. And then we have the Whirlipede, Venipede whole evolution line here, which I think... I'd say okay. Good, okay. Now I'm gonna be a little biased on this one, and I'm gonna say the whole entire evolution line of Sandile all the way to Crocodile, these cards are all really nice to me. Notice that we haven't really gone up to super nice or even goated. Matter of fact, actually, I would say these are nice, and I'd say Krook is actually super nice. I'm gonna fix that. Now we have Pawniard, which I would say is okay. And then I know we have Pawniard. We should have Bisharp. I would assume it would be the next picture that is up, but I don't see it. So I'm beginning to wonder if I am missing some of the artwork. No, there's a Bisharp right there. I found it. Okay. It's just getting a little hard to see. I'd say Bisharp's pretty nice. The evolution of Shelmet, it's escaping me for some reason. Also a really nice card. Cling, Clang, Cling, Clang. These are all bad. You might even argue terrible. Damn. Honestly, card shouldn't exist. It's going into terrible. All right, next up we have Cobalion. Cobalion, I would say, is good, not particularly great. And then the whole Axu line all the way to Haxorus, if I'm not botching the name entirely, I would say is pretty good. I'd say this one is like okay, and then the final evolution is actually pretty nice. We haven't really gone into the super nice tier. Now obviously we have a bunch of P-Doves here. Reminds me of waking up to all the pigeons on the power line behind my room in the mornings, and I actually think it's a pretty nice card. I do like birds though, not in the sense of I like to have pets. I have cats, but just as far as Pokemon goes, I think it's kind of nice. I like it. Evolution is okay to me, not that great. No, actually, I actually like this card. It took a second for it to register what the image was because of how like small the images have kind of gotten down here. This thing is just bad. Get it out of here. Mincino and Cincino, I would say they're okay actually. And then Rufflet and Braviary. While Rufflet I would say is good, I do find Braviary to be probably in the higher tiers. I would say in nice, not super nice. I'm not going to go that far. Superior is super nice. I wouldn't say goated, top tier, as well as the Kyurem, and then of course Zekrom, probably the S plus goated card of this particular set. And I noticed that we're missing the BWR Zekrom, which would also be in the goated tier, even though it's not here for some reason in this pre-made tier list that I pulled up. I probably should have done my due diligence and checked that, but just know that it's an S plus. I did not forget. Genesect is nice. It's not, I don't think it's super nice. Melioda also, I'd say it's nice. It's not super nice. And it's a trainer card just going into nice. And then of course the Excadrill is actually a super nice card in my humble opinion. But in the S plus we should have Zekrom, BWR Zekrom, and the Victini all red BWR card should definitely be in there as well. And I feel like maybe I could have been a little bit less critical overall. I probably could have thrown a few other cards up into like super nice and maybe even into goated, because like now that I think about it, especially because there's only one card up there and I'm missing the other ones, I'd say like the Snivy and the Crocodile could possibly scratch the surface of that one. And then I could see myself bumping up like the Lilligant to super nice. So if we just did that, bumping up the Lilligant, and then I would say I actually really like the P-Dove, but I'm going to try to be a little partial. Fuck it. I'm moving the P-Dove up because why not? It's my tier list. And there you have it. The Black Bolt tier list of the decade, of the millennium. Absolute spitting facts over here. You're all going to love it, and you're going to say pleasant things in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Limitsbreak, and I will see you soon. I'll be at Pokemon Worlds 2025 in Anaheim for the weekend, so expect the White Flare version to release sometime shortly after this one, hopefully. Until then, peace.